G'day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to provide a unlock, renown and reward guide to the Furbolg or the Winterpelt Furbolgs, basically. Winterpelt Furbolgs. So this is a new faction that's been expanded upon with patch 10.0.7. To unlock this faction, you are going to have to do a bit of prerequisite work. You are going to have to finish 2 storylines from the Sojourner of the Azure Span, Winterpelt Hollow, and Raspine Den. So you're going to need to finish those 2 side quests. They both start at Winterpelt Hollow, which is just a bit north of the Theranor camp. So you're going to want to, or Theron's Watch camp. Once you've completed those 2 quests, you'll receive a mail from my best friend, Sonova, and Sonova Snowden will send you a quest item that you can right-click to begin the quest. So, before you do any of that, you're going to need to do those 2 storylines, and then once you've done that, you will get the quest, and that will take you back to Theron's Watch, and you will begin the quest line, Academic Assistance. So we're going to just fast travel via the speed of sound, and we are now at Theron's Watch. Once you get there, you can hand in your quest to Sonova Snowden, and you should receive 2 more quests that are from him, Primalist Pillagers and Honor Their Sacrifice. All of the quests related to the Winterpelt Furbolgs will be just north of Theron Watch. It's going to be a location you're going to need to know pretty well. But basically, yeah. Also, if you're struggling to find the quest, you can accept it from your adventure guide. It should pop up there if you're still struggling to find it, if you have done the side quest but it's not popping up in your mail, or you accidentally deleted it. So you're then going to accept these 2 quests, and then you're going to head north, and you're going to just farm these items from the, well, what's this, east, west? You're going to head west, not north. You're going to head west. And you're going to farm these items from the primalists that are there. Now, it's a pretty simple process. You will get the jewelry from the Furbolgs that are dead on the ground, and then you can grab yourself the items from the primalists. So you only need a couple of those. It's really not that big a deal. And then basically from there, you'll go back to Sonova Snowden, and he will unlock another quest for you. So this won't take too long. It took me around 5 minutes. The drop rate's pretty decent. And then when you go back to Sonova Snowden, you should receive 1 more new quest, which is called Academic Acquisition. So once you've handed in these quests, you will receive Academic Acquisition. And this basically tasks you with finding some liberated Furbolg artifacts, but from the same enemies. Now, it won't pop up to say which enemies have these, because all the enemies in the area have the liberated Furbolg artifacts. So if you try to hover over an enemy, you're not going to see it. Like if I hover over a Primalist, it's not going to say there, 0 out of 5 liberated artifacts obtained. You are just going to have to kill them, and then you'll be able to loot them from their corpses. So don't get confused. Every single enemy here drops it, I believe, even the elementals, or at least the big rock creature things do, if those are even elementals. What are those even? But yeah, basically it's pretty straightforward. So you're going to need to farm 5 of those. The drop rate can vary. It might take you 2 minutes, it might take you 10 minutes, but then now you'll head north. Thank you. And when you head north, you will find Sonova Snowden on your map. He will have moved to the Winterpelt hideout. And basically, once you hand in that quest, you will now become neutral with the Winterpelt faction. Now, farming reputation with the faction will take you a while. Basically, how it works is, for every 5 liberated Furbolg artifacts you hand in, you gain 1 language skill. You need a language skill of 100 to max out the Furbolgs. Every 25 language skills, so every 25 hand-ins of 5, which is 125 artifacts, yes, you will receive a quest line that will upgrade you through their reputation, as well as give you some new items. So for example, at language skills 25, you receive a 392 trinket, At language skill 50, you get reading glasses, which is a toy. At language skill 75, you receive another trinket. And at 100 language skill, you receive a toy that transforms you into Furbolgs. Basically, so that's it, that you unlock the toy. As you do these, or as you hand in these artifacts, once you get up to the prerequisite rank, so 25, 50, 75, and 100, you will unlock a set of quests. And those quests, there will be 2 or 3 of them, but those quests essentially will allow you to unlock your next reputation. So you won't gain reputation from the actual hand-ins, you will gain the reputation from when you complete the quests related to the threshold for the language skill. Now, it's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is kill the enemies and pick up the items from their corpses. There is a second item that can drop, so there is a different item to liberated Furbolg artifacts, and this is intact scribe sticks. And if you pick up these, they count as 5 of the liberated Furbolg artifacts. So in total, you need around 500 of these to get maxed out with the Furbolgs. And as you rank them up, as you kind of rank up with the Furbolgs, and as you increase your language skill, you will actually slowly understand a bit more of what they're actually saying to you, which is pretty interesting. It's a pretty cool kind of concept. So for those of you who are used to grinds in World of Warcraft, there's plenty of grinds that are like this. Very often they'll bring out at least one per expansion that basically requires you to farm a whole bunch of enemies, or kill a whole bunch of enemies, or farm a whole bunch of items. But yeah, so basically there is this little village and Winterpelt Hollow, and that's basically the only place where you'll hang out with these Furbolgs. And yeah, now there are some items, we'll take a look at that obviously just now, but that kind of covers the whole like farming process. So you're not going to see like any gains or anything, and there's no real quick way to do this. The quickest way is just to obviously get a group of people together and go killing as many of the Furbolgs as you can, so that you can farm as many of the artifacts as possible. Obviously, if you've got a couple friends that are also interested in grinding the rep, then yay, awesome for you. But yeah, basically you are going to have to put in some work. It's not really something you can just kind of avoid or work around, or it's not really something you can just kind of move past or anything like that. So I just farmed 5 super quickly, just so you can see you can do the hand in. You hand it in, you'll get a bit of gold. You'll see language skill went up to 2, and then I can hand in the quest again. And if I speak to this bear, you'll see I recognize a word. So that's kind of the process it takes a while. You're gonna have to do it 100 times. It won't take you too long if you grind it, but yeah, just know it is a grind. It's a hell of a grind. So let's talk rewards super quickly. What actually are you going to get? So barring the toys that you get from the actual quest lines themselves, you can get a whole bunch of Drake appearances, which is pretty cool. You can get a reagent bag recipe, which is pretty valuable if you're a tailorer. You can get a new cooking recipe, but the coolest thing probably, or the coolest generic thing, is the pet. So you have here the Driftling pet, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's really about it in terms of rewards. There's nothing else really too much to mention, so I wish you guys all the best of luck. If you are going to be farming the Winterpelt Furbolgs, then good luck, guys. Really enjoy it. I'll probably farm them up a bit later in the expansion, since there's nothing really super urgent for them to get, and I've already kind of maxed out past the trinkets. But if you're interested in that, go for it, and I wish you guys best of luck. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.